Hey, what's going on, Aries? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And we are going to use the Incromancy Tarot. That being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Aries? What is going on for Aries? Excuse me. All right, Aries. So the first thing I see, Aries, is I feel like there is someone. Now this may be fairly new, but it is someone that you already know, because I feel like there's a very physical connection that you may already have with this person. You know, I feel like it may be very casual. And I feel like that's not really what you wanted. You know, I feel like you put a lot of effort into making this more. You know, I feel like you've been one putting in all the work, putting in all the effort. Now, I feel like it almost feels like it's not really heading anywhere. I mean, it feels like it's just based solely on a physical connection. You know, and I feel like, I mean, there is something more there, and that's what you were exploring by giving to this. But I feel like it's almost like the more you put in, the less they put in. It's almost like they didn't take you seriously. They didn't take this connection seriously. And I feel like that's where we're at right now. I feel like you're at the point where, you know, this person isn't taking you seriously, and that's not something that's not what you want. You know, and it almost feels like it's coming to an end, because the more you give, the less you get. You know, getting a lot of really defensive energy from this person. You know, you trying to make something more here, and it's almost like it's counterproductive because they're not putting it in. I mean, it takes teamwork to make the dream work, and I feel like with this person, it feels like that's all they really want from you. And I feel like that's where you're getting to right now. I just feel like a lot of frustration. I feel like it's almost like I said, the more work you put in, the less they put in. They got a lot of defensive energy around them. It's like you could feel there's more here. There's something much deeper here, but they're not exploring it. They're not giving you more. So at the end of the day, you get to the point where, how much can I put in and not get anything back? And I feel like that's where you're at. That's where the frustration is. But I'm here to say, what I see with this person, there's a lot more going on here. I feel like this person isn't really good at reading you. I feel like it's almost like, I feel like you both want the same thing. They just don't know that you want it. You know what I mean? I feel like they're not picking up that you want this. I feel like the way they look at this is that you're happy the way it is, or that's good enough for you. They don't see that you want more from this, because I feel like they want more from this. You know, I honestly feel like there's some really deep feelings happening here, and I feel like this person thinks about you a lot. You know, I feel like this person has a lot of strong feelings towards you, but it's almost like they don't want to spoil a good thing. I feel like you're having a good time with this person. I feel like there's a lot of fun, passion, and energy, and it's almost like they're confused on if that's what you want from this. You know, if this is all that's here. Certainly on their side, I can see that they want more. I see that you want more. And I feel like, I just feel like this person has been looking at it the wrong way. And I feel like they're finally, I feel like they finally feel like you're pulling away from them, and that's what's got them worried. But I feel like that's what's going to push this forward. So it's almost like the point where it's almost over is the point where it really begins. They're finally seeing things in a different perspective. They're starting to realize that if you didn't want more, you wouldn't be involved in this. They're starting to realize that if they want more from this, they need to put in work. Because what is keeping you around if they're not giving you anything? Now, I feel like them seeing this in a different perspective, I feel like it is going to cause a lot of forward movement. And I do feel like they are going to start putting in the work. And I feel like we're going to get to a much better place here a lot quicker. I feel like there's something more between the two of you that, there's a lot more to come, basically what I'm getting at. It's only getting bigger and better. I do feel like it has to get to a point where it almost feels like it's over, but it's not over. This is just the beginning. They weren't taking you seriously until now. Now that they're taking you seriously, they're going to put in the effort. Now that they're taking you seriously, they are going to step up. And not only do I see this, this reconciliation, this Ace of Wands, I feel like not only is this going to repair itself, not only is this going to get better, but there's so much more here. There's so much more left to be uncovered. Now, there's a lot of fire here. This fire is only going to get bigger. With a true connection, that passion, that physical connection is only going to get stronger. Sometimes people don't want to get involved in that emotional side. Sometimes they don't want to, put emotions into a physical connection because they feel like it's going to take away from that. But what I see here is it's not only going to not take away from it, it's going to increase it. There's a lot of passion energy. You're both very passionate people. And I feel like that's building this connection to be stronger is only going to increase that passion. I see a very strong power couple. That's what I mean. I feel like there's a lot of big things going to happen here. And I feel like because now that they're on the same page, the Seven of Pentacles being on the same page, working together, now that you're both working together, like I said, we got that power couple. We got two people working together to build the same thing. Before, it was almost like they're being hesitant because they didn't know what you wanted. It's almost like part of them, they didn't know what you wanted. The other part, they didn't want to mess up what you already had. They didn't want to throw, feelings in it. They didn't want to be that person that catches feelings for someone that doesn't have feelings for them. And I feel like a lot of this was a lack of real communication. I mean, I feel like you guys communicated, but I feel like there was really a lack of real communication. You know what I mean? That real talk. But what I see moving forward, I see you do, I do see you getting what you want from this. Finally, and I feel like it took a lot to get to this place, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. I really feel like it is. I feel like it's going to be, there's something very big coming for the two of you. I feel like this is a very strong power couple. Like I said, I do see a strong future. I see a foundation being built. I see a lot of good fortune. We have that Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, we're finally moving forward together. It's like being in a rowboat and both you have an oar, but you're both, you know what I mean? You're the only one pedaling, or you're the only one paddling. Not pedaling. You're the only one paddling, so you're just kind of going around in a circle. But now that this person is finally on the same page, now this person is actually starting to paddle too, you're actually getting to where you want to get, and really quickly. We have two people that there was more here, and like I said, there's more emotions than at first glance, and I feel like there was a physical connection, and I feel like there was a part of you that felt like that was the end game, was all we had here is physical. Even though you felt something more, because they weren't giving you more, that's what gets confusing. But like I said, there was a lot of defensive energy with this person. I feel like there was part of them didn't want to give because they weren't sure if that's what you wanted. The other part of them, they didn't want to mess up what you already had. But I don't see it being messed up. I see it only getting better. Two little fires moving in together and making a big ass fire. I mean, there's still a lot of passion to come. Being in a relationship, being with someone exclusively, having emotions and a mental connection with that person, that doesn't have to take away from the physical. I know we see on movies and things, everybody says we get together and everything's hot and heavy in the beginning, and then you finally, you move forward together and you have to lose that. Passion doesn't go away. Sometimes we get a little rusty, but it doesn't ever go away as long as we keep continuing in that direction. And I feel like you both want that. You both want that passion. You both want that fiery exchange as well, but you also want the rest that comes with it. And I feel like that's what you're going to be getting moving forward with this person. Finally, this person giving in to how they felt for you. And like I said, I feel like there was a lack of communication on one or both sides. I mean, I don't feel like it was completely, a lack of communication on their side. But I feel like you were putting a lot more effort than they were. But like I said, I feel like they're finally seeing things in a different perspective, and this is what's actually going to move this forward. This is not the end. This is only the beginning. Not only do I see this, this reconcile, I feel like sometimes when we fall out with someone, or we get to the point where we're just about ready to, walk out of this, that's when it starts to get better, because people, even people that don't trust their intuition all the time, eventually they catch on. And I feel like that's what this person is. They're finally catching on that, there is a possibility that they may lose you. And that's when it's kind of like that moment where they get to the edge of the cliff and they're either taking the jump or they're walking away. And I mean, this person wants to take the jump with you. They don't want to walk away from this. Now with this person, we have a lot of fire. There's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We have water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we have a lot of earth as well. Sometimes we have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but sometimes we get to a point with someone that we feel like, we want something more from them, but we're not sure what they want, so we sit in that. And that's where a lot of relationships get made or broken. Either you step out, give 100%, and if you're not willing to do that, then you're with the wrong person. You need to move on, and for both your sake. But this is not what you have here. Like I said, you will get what you want from this person. What you've been expecting, not only are you going to receive that, but you're getting so much more. Like I said, a lot of good fortune here, a lot of good things to come. Sometimes we have to get to a certain point where it's that moment that changes everything. It's either that moment that ends it all, or that moment that it truly begins. And this is the moment that's coming toward you, is the moment where it truly begins. So what you expected, you're going to get, and so much more. And I know, like, I get a really strong feeling from your energy that there is a point where you're getting really frustrated, but like I said, that moment will pass. And it's only going up from here. When you finally have that other person working with you, putting in the effort, then we truly get to see where we're going to go with this. And it's confusing to me because I trust my intuition, but some people that don't trust their intuition, sometimes they mess up good things because they don't. Now, your intuition isn't always going to tell you what you want to hear. It'll always tell you what you need to hear. So if you don't listen, start. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.